What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here, and welcome to our daily show where we discuss the fourth stimulus check update, what's going on in the United States, what's going on in Washington, D.C., money, investing, and the $3.5 trillion stimulus package, which is being worked on by the House of Representatives. Senator Bernie Sanders is in charge of this package, and hopefully, we will see multiple different stimulus items for the people. It will be the largest stimulus package ever. The third stimulus check package was $1.9 trillion. The first stimulus check package, which was the largest yet to date, at least in size of the actual package, was $2.3 trillion. The third stimulus check package, although a little bit smaller in size of the package, had the largest stimulus checks of $1,400 per person and had the $3,000 to $3,600 child tax credits in addition to those checks. Those child tax credits end at the end of this year. They want to extend that in this next stimulus package, the fourth stimulus package, but they have to extend that in this next package for 65 million Americans. That is just one of the proposed stimulus items in this next stimulus package. So we're going to be talking about this next stimulus package as well as what's going on in this country in this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. It's completely free to do so. And remember that new videos come out here every day on our channel at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you find these videos helpful, don't forget to hit the like button for us down below, and let's jump right in. CDC Director Rochelle Walensky says that unvaccinated people shouldn't travel over the Labor Day weekend. She says, quote, "If you're unvaccinated, we wouldn't recommend traveling." She also recommends spending time outdoors over the Labor Day weekend and to mask up when indoors, especially when in public, to help prevent transmission. And get this. New cases based on Google. Wow, that is a lot. Yeah, you can look this up yourself if you ever want to. I get some people asking me how to do this. You just go to Google and type in US COVID cases. Yesterday, sometimes these numbers change a little bit after the fact, but as of August 30th, new people testing positive, 280,000 people, 403 tested positive yesterday in just one day. Wow. I believe that would be the second highest day ever. Yeah, the second highest day ever in the history of the United States. 300,000 on January 8th, 2021. This would be the second highest day ever in the history of the United States. The 7-day average is 158,000. It's really getting up there, guys. Yeah. So comparison, this is 280,000 people tested positive yesterday, and this is not including at-home tests. You can go to Walmart, CVS, or a lot of stores right now and get an at-home test, but if you do that, nobody will even know that you tested positive. So this is not even including the potential thousands of people that get an at-home test and potentially test positive. For comparison purposes, on August 30th, a year ago, there was only 33,429 people that tested positive a year ago, which we thought was the thick of the pandemic. 33,000 people a year ago tested positive on August 30th, 2020. Yesterday, 280,000 people tested positive. Yeah. And the case on how many people are testing positive is very important because that's how many people can spread it to other people. 1,725 people died yesterday, with the 7-day average of 1,348 people every day. Yeah. In total, almost 40 million people now have tested positive, and 639,000 people have died in total in the United States. Yeah. Worldwide, 4.5 million people have died worldwide from this pandemic. That seems like it is never going to end at this point. Keep in mind that this is with 70% of the United States being vaccinated with at least one shot. This was actually as of August 2nd, so there's actually more people that have gotten at least one shot since then. The U.S. has now fully pulled out of Afghanistan as of, well, last night U.S. time, but this morning Afghanistan time, which was August 31st, which was the deadline for the pullout. And President Biden said there's no deadline for Americans who still want to leave. There was less than, based on different reports, less than 200 Americans in Afghanistan, although some Americans reportedly did not want to leave because they have families there and homes there. And some Americans apparently weren't aware of the deadline, even though the last 5 planes out of the Kabul airport were empty. Were empty because apparently there was nobody there on the last 5 planes. So apparently there was nobody waiting there to leave. So, but the United States has made an agreement with the Taliban that anybody that wants to leave can leave the country freely. But whether that happens or not, we will have to see. There's also a new report, which is astounding, that the war in Afghanistan cost America and Americans, taxpayers, $300 million every single day for 20 years, with more big bills yet to come. Absolutely astounding. $300 million per day for 20 years this cost us. Yeah. I just cannot even get over this story. It's absolutely crazy. Think about, and not even the cost of lives, American lives, Afghanistan lives of everybody. I mean, now in some ways we had to do this in some ways. I mean, we think about the whole Bin Laden thing, the 9/11 thing. I'm watching a 9/11 story right now on National Geographic. The TV, they're doing a special right now. I watched former President Bush give a whole 1 hour special on this. It's absolutely a tragedy. But we got Bin Laden 10 years ago. Let's just hope that we don't find another war. Another war doesn't happen upon us now that we're out of there. Because I mean, I feel like we have our own country to deal with. You can let me know your thoughts if you have a different opinion. But we're out of there now. We're not spending $300 million a day on a foreign war. We've got Bin Laden, so let's focus on our country now. Speaking about our country, there are multiple different kind of mini stimulus checks going out in multiple different ways. I talked about in the last video different states that are sending out different stimulus checks, like the California state stimulus check that is going out round 2 right now. By the way, let me just clarify. You can't, for the California state stimulus check, you can't get round 1 and round 2. You can't get both rounds. It's round 1 went out to people making out up to $30,000. Round 2 is for people making between $30,000 and $75,000. Okay, but there's other states doing different state stimulus checks for hazard pay, teacher pay, and hopefully we'll see a lot more of that. Check out the video before this. I'll link it to that at the end of this video if you didn't get to see that video. But there's other types of little state stimulus checks going out as well. Hopefully we'll see more of these, but here's some of them that are going out as well also. As you can see here on this headline, for stimulus check, $1,000 back to work payments being sent out this week. I actually haven't covered this for a while, but let me know in the comments if you remember, a lot of states were offering back to work bonuses. This came out, I don't know, a few weeks ago, maybe a month or 2 ago, when a lot of the Republican governors opted out of the $300 back to work bonuses, and instead they they opted out of the $300 unemployment bonuses, $300 per week, and instead they decided to offer back to work bonuses. But you can see here, stimulus payments worth $1,000 are being sent out this week to some Connecticut residents. Applicants who qualify for the state-funded Back to Work plan will begin receiving their $1,000 this week in Connecticut for people who are going back to work and qualify for that this week, as well as $2,000 in the state of Arizona. Arizona is using a two-pronged strategy to get unemployed workers back in the state workforce by cutting federal unemployment, but offering rewards to go back to work. Interesting strategy. I can't argue with this because, again, I can see the merit in doing this. I remember the Arizona governor saying that he'd rather pay people to go back to work instead of paying people to be unemployed. So again, I'm not really choosing sides here, but I can definitely see how this is not a bad strategy. Arizona actually offers it. If you go back to work part-time, it's $1,000. If you go back to work full-time. In fact, which states are offering back to work bonuses? Well, here's a list. Okay, here's a list of states and if they're offering a back to work bonus. Remember that this fourth column here is the date that their unemployment benefit bonus ends if they ended it early. Okay, Arizona has a $2,000 back to work bonus if it's full time, a $1,000 back to work bonus if it's part time, and any notes are extra notes here. Okay, Colorado has a $1,600 back to work bonus in May, a $1,200 back to work bonus in June. Individuals who received unemployment between March and May and find full time work for a minimum of 8 weeks. Connecticut back to work bonus of $1,000. Individuals who filed unemployment claim for the week immediately prior to May and work full time for 8 weeks prior to December 31st, open to the first 10,000 people. Okay, I'm going to just go through these states. If your state's not listed, then there's might not be anything available. Okay. Kentucky, back to work incentive of $1,500. Individuals who were collecting unemployment as of June 23rd and complete at least 120 hours of work between June 24th and July 30th. Incentive be paid to the first 15,000 people who qualify. Maine, $1,500 back to work for full-time and $750 part-time. Individuals who receive unemployment benefits ending May 29th accept a full-time or part-time position, jobs that pay less than $25 an hour, and remain at the job for at least 8 consecutive weeks. The program begins June 15th and will accept applications through July 25th. Montana, back to work bonus of $1,200. Individuals collecting unemployment insurance of May 1st who complete 4 weeks of paid work. New Hampshire, $1,000 back to work, $500 if you go part-time. Individuals receiving unemployment benefits of May 18th who return to work 8 weeks at a job that pays $25 an hour or less. First come, first serve, beginning May 18th out of a $10 million fund. So you can see a lot of these different states do have all sorts of different ways that they're providing different types of money to the people. This is just one different way that some different states are providing different types of stimulus checks to their people. Oklahoma, back to work of $1,200. Individuals will be paid to the first 20,000 people receiving unemployment benefits as of May 15th who work 32 hours a week or more for 6 weeks with the same employers and will run through September 4th of 2021. Virginia, $1,000 Virginia will match up to $500 to small businesses of less than 100 employees pay to new employees to offset the cost of childcare, transportation, or other barriers to re-employment. Match is eligible for up to 25 new hires per businesses. Jobs must pay $15 or more beginning on May 31st and qualify for a W-2. So again, multiple different states offering back to work bonuses. This is just another type of stimulus check being offered by the states. In the video before this, I had another set of various different states offering stimulus checks, hazard pay checks, checks to teachers, checks to first responders, state stimulus checks. And I hope that there will be more. There will probably be more of these in the future. I will keep you up to date as more states offer these type of programs in the future. Now, for the next stimulus package, there's going to be a lot of different things in this next package. Remember, when we think about the third stimulus check and this next third stimulus package, and this next stimulus package, there's going to be, it's a huge package, it's $3.5 trillion, okay? We're hoping that they add in a fourth stimulus check, okay? But even if they don't add in a stimulus check, there's going to be all these different other type of programs in there, like this one thing that could be in there as well. And that is possible utility assistance. Democratic representative from the Democratic Progressive Caucus, Rashida Tlaib, has introduced a bill for $40 billion to basically cancel or pay for utility assistance, household water, electric, and broadband or internet assistance. Okay. So this could help out. This could be included in this next package to help you pay for your utilities. Water, electric, and internet assistance could be included in this next package. So utility assistance is one way that they could put money in your pocket or put assistance in this next package and could put assistance or help out a lot of people with this next package. And this would be to the tune of $40 billion. So I don't know how much this would equate to for each person, but imagine if you got $500 in utility assistance. I mean, that would basically be the equivalent of a $500 stimulus check. Think about a $600 stimulus check that you got from the second stimulus check package. Imagine if you got $600 for utility assistance. It would basically be the same exact thing as getting a $600 stimulus check that we got from the second stimulus check package. And when we look at the list of items that are being discussed for this next stimulus package, in fact, utility assistance is actually on my list here as number 10. I think it's very likely that we're going to see a lot of different items like that, utility assistance, included in this next package. Now, of course, we want them to include an actual fourth stimulus check on top of all these other items, but we really don't know if that's going to happen. I like to be realistic with you guys. I'm not going to tell you 100% certain there is going to be a stimulus check on top of all these items because honestly, we really don't know that. We don't know for certain if that's going to happen. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys, okay? We just don't know if that's going to happen, okay? Now, we do know, well, I can't even say that we do know. I can't say anything is going to happen for certain because until it's signed by the House, signed by the Senate, and the president passes it, that's when we'll know anything is for certain. But right now, they're saying that they want to include checks for children, the child tax credits for 65 million children. Those monthly checks, $250 to $300, that are equate to $3,000 to $3,600, those end this year. Okay, if you get those, you really hope that they include that in this package. They're also saying that there's going to be, or that they want to put, again, nothing's for certain until it's passed by the House, passed by the Senate, and the president signs it, an adult tax credit in this next package. Remember, a tax credit is basically a check. A stimulus check, the fourth stimulus check or the third stimulus check, basically the name of a stimulus check is actually a tax credit. Okay. I think they're going to put some creative ways on how they're going to put money in people's pockets or how they're going to help people in this next package. I think they're going to have some very creative ways on how they do that with this next package. Remember, the child tax credits was actually very creative because in the last package was actually really creative because they gave everybody a $1,400 stimulus check for adults, $1,400 stimulus check for children, and remember last time in the first two packages, adults got $1,200. Like for the first package, it was $1,200 and then $600. The second package was $600 and $600. The third package was way bigger when it came to the amount they gave you because it was $1,400 for adults, and then instead of getting half the amount for children, it was $1,400 for adults, $1,400 for children. It was the same amount. And it was $1,400 for adult dependents and college students who didn't even receive stimulus checks around. So not only did children get the same amount, but then they gave the $3,000 to $3,600 for the child tax credits on top of that. Okay. Now, in the past, children got $2,000 for child tax credits, but there was a lot of stipulations behind them. If you didn't have any earned income, you didn't get them. Okay. And if you didn't file taxes, you didn't get them. Okay. You had to file taxes to get them, and you had to have earned income to get them. There was a lot of stipulations behind that. Now you don't need any earned income to get them, and you don't need to file tax. You don't even need to file taxes to get them. By the way, if you haven't got your child tax credits for July or August, you probably need to check the link. I'll put a link down below in there to the child tax credit website, because you need to, first of all, if you're a non-filer, you need to click a link. I'll show you real quick. Really quickly, if you're the advanced child tax credit payment directly on the IRS website, if you're a non-filer, if you're not a tax filer, you get the child tax credits. Now they changed that with the third stimulus check package, but you have to enter your information here. Okay, and if you didn't get your July or your August payment, if you have never got a child tax credit payment, unless you opted out of the payments, something's probably wrong. Okay, you might need to check if you're eligible. You might need, if you're a non-filer, you're not a tax filer, you definitely need to submit your information here. This is an official IRS page, or manage your payments, or you need to call the IRS. So if you've never gotten a single payment, I'll put this IRS website here, or you might need to share this with somebody who's never gotten the child tax credits, because I wouldn't just wait around. If you've never gotten a payment from them, something's wrong. Okay, so I'll put this link down below in the description of this video, or you better call the IRS, because if you've never gotten a payment from them, something's wrong. Or it might be that your tax return is being amended. I know that if you have filed an amended tax return and your tax return is being amended, that I believe that your amended tax return will hold up your child tax credit payments. But probably should go to that child tax credit webpage and log in and just make sure. I'll put the link down below in the description. That adult tax credit as well could be available for non-filers as well, because remember they made that change for the child tax credits too. There's going to be an adult tax credit, they said, in this next package, probably for people that make under $50,000. Okay. Now, whether you're going to need earned income or not, we don't know. They did make the change for the child tax credits that said you don't need any earned income. Whether the adult tax credit is going to be the same way, we'll be finding out here shortly. But I really hope that the Democrats add a fourth stimulus check on top of that, just like they did in the third stimulus check package. Okay. But I really can't say anything is 100% certainty. If I did, I'd be lying to you. There's no way I can say that anything is 100% certain, because it's not. It's not. I mean, nothing is certain. I mean, even saying the bill is going to be passed is nobody can say that for 100% certain. I mean, Joe Manchin could literally say, I'm not voting for this bill ever, and then it wouldn't be for 100% certain. Now, I don't think that's going to happen. But until it's passed by the House, passed by the Senate, put into writing, and the president signs it, then we could say it's 100% certain, okay? But until that happens, nothing is 100% certain, okay? That's just the facts, guys. It's just the facts. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it because that's the truth. So I will keep you up to date with everything. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. It's literally free to do so. New videos come out every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to get rent assistance. You can get up to 12 months of your rent paid from the third stimulus check package. It's about halfway through the video. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.